Hello, myself Vaishnavi. I'm currently pursuing my BE in Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering. Today I'll be discussing about the environmental protection and sustainable development. This will be discussing about that examines the concept of sustainable development and its importance of recognizing the critical role of environmental factors. There, the sustainable development that aims to mitigate to the negative effects of the pollutions while meeting the present needs and the preserving environmental validity for the future generation. This integration of the environmental concerns into the Europe Community policy is seen as a primary means of ensuring the sustainable development. This argues that the sustainable development must be considered in demanding the courses of actions in both natural and European levels regarding the forest, especially the sustainable development is a priority that is reflected in both Romanian and European legislation in this area. Now let us discuss about the global environmental protection effects. In this, the environmental protection, sustainable resource development has become the common global concern that is leading to adoption of international provisions through state collaboration. These measures have been established in international generation for conventional law. The concept of this sustainable development has raised awareness about the importance of environmental factors and the services they provide. It aims and it is considered in established actions plans across the entire European community process. It sets the requirements for information about long-term and short-term objectives in which all the domains impacting the environment. In 1992, Rio Declaration affirms international commitment to the implement global ecological and sustainable economy. In 1997, Amsterdam Treaty modifies Article 6 of EC Treaty, emphasizing the environmental integration in community policy. In 2002, Johannesburg Conference examines the progress and promotes an integration of global development and environmental protection. Defining sustainable development. In a sustainable development or a sustainable way of life, it is understood as an assembly of human activities in their dynamic form, along with their biosphere in its own dynamic form and develop. These relations should allow the continuity of human life, that is, satisfaction of individual needs and development of cultural diversity, while respecting the certain limits to avoid harming the biophysical content. The two main concepts that are associated with sustainable development is planet's protection capacity that are characterized by natural rhythm, where the complex biophysical and biochemical dynamics and other specific characteristics defines the system in which individual lives. The sustainable programming associated with the social development for economic, technical, and social development following objectives compatible with the ecological succession to ensure the present and future needs satisfaction. In the principles of sustainable development, the effective sustainable development programming must adhere to two key principles, that is, sustainable efficiency principle. When damaging the repartable natural resource, measures must be taken to ensure their regeneration. In the compensatory intervention principle, when using or taking a non regenerative natural capital, a balance must be ensured through compensatory measures. The goal is to reduce the negative outcomes of the artificial structures while satisfying the human needs that guarantees the viability of the future generations. In the international cooperation and environmental protection, the European Union has played a crucial role in shaping the global environmental policies, that signing the ratifying numerous international conventions. The United Nations has also made vital contributions to supervising important environmental conferences. The key international events and the documents that include is 1992 Rio Declaration, in which the affirmed an international commitment to implement the global ecological and sustainable economy. In the 1992 UN Conference on Environment and Development, the adopted agenda UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and Convention on Biological Diversity. 2002 Johannesburg Conference, the examined program and promoted integration of global development and environmental protection. In 2012 Rio Plus 20 summit, the emphasized need for urgent reorganization of development approach has been needed. In the European Union environmental process policies, it has a comprehensive environmental protection for the sustainable development policies, where it is essential for the long-term strategy. That key aspects it includes are integration. In that the environmental considerations are integrated into all EU policies. In the scientific basis, the policies are based on technical and scientific data. In the regional consideration, the environmental conditions of different EU regions are taken into account. In the democratic control, European Parliament exercises control over EU institutions and the environment. The climate change and global warming. The climate change and global warming has become the prime areas of international cooperation and regulation. The persistence, causes, and intertemporal nature of these issues call for regional and global preventive actions. In this, the 1997 Kyoto Conference was a significant step forward the addressing climate change. In the 2009 conference was established where the legal and institutional steps towards the final accord. In 2009, a European Parliament resolution on EU strategies for comprehensive climate change agreement was being taken. Sustainable forest development. In this, a concept of sustainable forest development has been evolved through several stages. In this conjunction, there is other sector areas where it has include Rio World Conference, where a statement of principles, sustainable management of the forest. In 1993, General Declaration of the Protection of Forest in Europe, sustainable forest development requires global partnership to ensure the comprehensive and effective management. The Rome Declaration in 1999 principles and measures for developing, improving, and protecting the forest land. Roman forest legislation. In this, it provides a numerous legal guarantees for the existence and sustainable development. With the Roman Forest Code of 2008, the primary legal source for forestry matters include provisions that preventive measures that requires a forestry-related activities for the preceding by the preventing steps for the forest preservation. In the adoption principles and incorporative principles of the environment and forest law from international and European regulations. In the sustainable development, it introduces the collaboration with the environment for the sustainable development. Conclusion: the challenges of the environmental protection are it prevents a complex challenges that requires multi-phased approach. There is no single policy solution, but rather a need for combining existing opportunities and increasing the efficiency across all the social and economic areas. It has a global dimension where the environmental issues often transit borders and international cooperation, prevention action where it is persistence and long-term nature for environmental problems. In the integrated approach, solving the resource and distribution issues requires efficiency improvements across all the sectors. Thank you.